Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. My name is Rich Fazil, and I'm the Communications Director here at HFA. Today, we will be going over a couple of areas. I'm going to be giving you an overview of what we're doing in terms of communication and marketing, and then my colleague Allie will be going over the Get in Gear bike ride that we do, and then Janet will be talking about FitFactor. If you have any questions, there will be an opportunity at the end, and you can always reach out to us individually or call the office, and we'll be happy to talk to you about it. So in terms of communication marketing, I'm just going to go through a brief overview about what we do here at HFA. So the mission of what we do is to direct, manage, guide, and strengthen HFA's visibility through creative, quality, innovative, and new communication marketing strategies to build self-advocates. It's a lot of words in there. If I could sum it up in 3 words, it would be to build self-advocates, and we do that through our member organizations. It's through the collaboration and through social media and through print. Last year at Symposium, we had a campaign, and we collected over 50 photos of community members holding up signs that say very inspiring and impactful statements like the ones that you see on your screen. We've used those over the course of the year, and we're to continue that campaign as we go into this symposium this year. I'm going to talk about some key highlights about what we do in terms of communication marketing. Last year, we launched a brand new website. Over the course of the past year, we've made tweaks to the website. As you can see, this is our cover photo right now. The cover images, we have about 5 or 6 that are on the main page, and they transfer through. So it's the highlights of what we're doing here at HFA. And it's a good way of keeping in touch since they are updated pretty regularly, and the order is also switched up quite a bit. So the website continues to be an evolving process. We try to make tweaks to it as often as we can. I would say that at least every 2 to 3 weeks there is something new that is being put up on the website. Any content that is old or stale is always updated. We look at our entire team to review their content matter. If there's anything on the website that you would like to see added that is not there, please feel free to contact us as well. One of the other areas where we talk about communication marketing is in social media. We have a very active community over social media. Facebook is just one area of the many where we see a lot in the bleeding disorder community come together. Right now, we currently have just about 6,200 fans on Facebook. These individuals in the community are very active, as you can see when we post things. There's a lot of interaction and shares through those pages. We also have a very active Twitter community as well. We have just over 1,377 followers on Twitter. So what does this all mean? You know, there's a lot of numbers that are being thrown around out here. And I would go back to the same way Symposium brings people together, the same way social media can bring people together as well. We post via social media on Facebook and on Twitter daily, sometimes twice a day. We try to engage all of you, our member organizations, and we also try to engage other community nonprofits or organizations to have a conversation about what it is that we're trying to put out. So for example, Rare Disease Day is this coming week. We've been trying to reach out to Rare Disease Day, NORD, sharing a lot of their information, tagging them in posts, etc. So it's definitely an evolving process with social media. It's been very interesting and incredible to see the active community really come together. Over Twitter, we have once a month a Twitter chat with NHF. It's the 3rd Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And on that Twitter chat, it's been great to see the growth over the past year with that. more and more community members being active on there, asking questions, and we do encourage all of our member organizations, if they have the time, to participate the third Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. As we also know, we do a lot around awareness campaigns. So March is Hemophilia Awareness Month, and if you can believe it, March is Saturday, so less than a week away. And we will be doing a campaign like we did last year. So last year, this is the first image that we put out on March 1st, and it was shared over 961 times, which is pretty incredible, just to show exactly what March is meant to do. It's to spread awareness. So being March this year, we are going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be doing a historical timeline of hemophilia by posting older photos, articles that are going to be linked back to our website, and we encourage everyone in the Buenos Aires community and specifically our member organizations to share this with your own community over social media. It really helps when you look at the essence of why awareness months, awareness days were created. It really is a collaboration and a collaborative effort to help spread that awareness. We also do a lot around Hepatitis Awareness Month, which is May, World Hemophilia Day. So we really try to build support through social media, through these types of really special events. Another way that we continue to communicate through HFA is through our e-blast. Last year we began a brand new e-blast system that has a new, fresh, clean look. Since then we have sent out over 45 e-blasts that go out bi-weekly. So every other week we send a community e-blast to our entire distribution list that highlights things like our Getting Gear app, our scholarships, our new advocacy web pages and tools and resources. And these e-blasts have done extremely well with the open rates and the clicks, and we encourage you to ask your community to sign up via our e-blast system that you can do on the website. Last year at Symposium, when we were talking about the e-blast, we asked everyone that was at the board meeting what we could be doing a better job with to communicate with you what we're doing. We all receive copious amounts of information, but how can our member organizations A, be informed about what HFA is doing, and B, be involved? And a couple of comments which are really good is to have a specific email dedicated to member organizations, EDs, and staff that has language where you can take and paste and take images and be clearly directed to our website. So we started in June of last year an internal member news only type of e-blast that goes out once a month. This has information that is similar to the community blast, but it's more directed towards member organizations about things that have been happening internally here at HFA. And we hope any feedback whatsoever that you have in those ways that they can improve. We've been trying different things to help tweak them so that they can be a better tool for you. Feel free to reach out to me, and I am more than happy to talk to you through of any other ideas. At the end of all the blasts that we do have, whether it's a community news or a member news, we always have our important dates that are coming up. So if there's a webinar, if there's, our bike ride is coming up, symposium, there are links down at the bottom that it's, a very clean, easy look to follow for all members of your local area. Our Voices videos, we are proud to say that we have over 60 Voices videos right now since we started. All of our videos are on YouTube. I put a screenshot up there just so you can see what the Hemophilia Federation of America's YouTube page looks like. Instead of going through and giving stats, I just wanted you to see that not only do we have Voices videos of people sharing stories that are very powerful, but we also put up all of our webinars are archived up there. So if you have an interest or if you type in a certain word, you can find things about specialty tiers or World AIDS Day. There are some really powerful webinars that have happened, and it's a good way to go back and direct your community, your local community, to then look at these really impactful webinars that we put together. A lot of awareness campaigns also, Rare Disease Day, Hemophilia Awareness Month, also have ways of doing things through videos. Another way that we also communicate through HFA is Dateline. Dateline Federation, as you know, is a quarterly newsletter that we put out 4 times a year. Over the past year, we went through a transition period where we have updated all of our graphics, our look, and it's continued to be involvement. We've gotten some really good feedback that each issue continues to improve. We also have it all archived on our website, not only in a PDF, but an interactive ebook form. And the picture on the lower right-hand part of your screen is what the ebook looks like. So it's almost like you're reading a book. You know, you're flipping through it, and it makes a really neat sound as well. So this is a great resource that once Dateline goes out and it reaches homes, you can also share it via social media with your community as well. And we're proud to say that we have that Dateline goes out. Over 13,000 Datelines have gone out in the winter edition of last year, and we hope to continue to grow that as well. In terms of print, we also put together things like the annual report. The picture on the lower left-hand side of the screen that says "We are stronger because we have each other" is our 2012 annual report. So this is also something that is in the ebook form and that you can easily find on our website. If you have questions in terms of those, again, feel free to reach out to me as well. That is a brief overview of what we do here in terms of communication marketing at HFA. If I could be of any assistance to you via social media, through your print, reviewing anything that you're putting out, always feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Is there any questions? Okay, great. I'm going to turn it over to Allie.
Hello, everybody. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
My name is Allie Booten, and I work in the development team with Susan Swindle. And one of the things that I've been working on since I joined HFA a few years ago is the Gears for Good charity bike ride. This is HFA's only fundraiser, and we are very proud to have it for, this is our 4th annual bike ride in DC, and it grows every year. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what the cause is, why we do it, why it's important, and why we need everybody's support. Okay, can't go. Hold on 1 second. Don't seem to be able to change. Oh, there you go. So many things have grown, changed throughout the years that we've had the event, the past 3 years, but one of the things that remains the same is the purpose. We are a patient-focused organization, and this program is no different. We are very much focused on the community. We know how difficult it is for people to pay medical bills. The economic situation of our country has made it even more difficult throughout the past few years, so we are here to help. And this truly is one-of-a-kind program, Helping Hands. This is the cause that we're raising money for. And Helping Hands helps people in the community, in the bleeding disorders community, who are going through temporary financial crisis due to their bleeding disorder. And the way we raise money for Helping Hands is through the Gears for Good bike ride. We are very thankful that other funders also help us with this program, so we're able to support as many people, and we have plenty of statistics to show you with our Helping Hands. I believe many have been shown already from the Helping Hands program, but it really helps a lot of people in our community. Our mission, very simple really, is to raise funds for the Helping Hands program, to increase awareness, and to encourage healthy lifestyles within our community and outside the community. Our more specific objectives, again, in the encouraging a healthy lifestyle, we have grown participation within the community significantly, over 50% every year. the number of riders come from the community. And that really is a way for us to promote physical activity. We always talk about how strong bodies bleed less, and that truly is one of the things that we talk about throughout our campaigns to raise funds, to motivate riders to come and join us. So that is always part of what we do with Gears for Good, encouraging healthy lifestyles. Secondly, the raising funds. Of course, that's a big focus for us so that we can help families through Helping Hands. And year after year, we're growing. And we're very thankful that the community really comes together to help us out, whether they can come and participate and ride, or they simply donate as much as they can. So it's been a wonderful experience to have those kinds of campaigns out there. And of course, increasing awareness. I mean, we're a very small community in the United States, everywhere. And, you know, we need to really get the word out. And every year we have many more contributors that are not necessarily part of the community. They're friends of friends of friends of the community, and they donate, and then they receive Dateline Federation and other e-blasts and such, and that way they learn so much more about our conditions and our bleeding disorders. Our specific goals for this year, well, we want to raise more money. Our goal is to raise $70,000 for Helping Hands this year via our 2 bike rides, which I will talk about a little bit more in the next slides. We want to increase the total number of riders by 100%. So we had 22 riders in 2013, and we want to go to 44 riders in 2014. And within that, we want more community member participation. We want to really have a good mix of many people from the industry, people from our community, and friends completely outside the bleeding disorders community. And while we do this, since we're raising funds, we are also increasing awareness outside. So we want to increase our number of contributors and donors by 50%, from 300 last year to 450 this year. So how are we going to do that? This is the first year that we will be expanding beyond the DC area. For the past 3 years, this is our 4th annual in DC, where we ride all the way from West Virginia to DC, and it's always the last weekend in September. It's been a very popular ride for some of the avid riders in our community, and some of the not so avid riders. I mean, I think it's really catching on that parents, caregivers can participate. It is a challenging physical activity, but it's not an impossible physical activity. So many moms and dads and friends that had never really biked more than 5 or 10 miles have actually joined us, and they have enjoyed it, and they want to come back. So very exciting to be doing that. And because of that, and the feedback that we received from members of the community that couldn't actually go to DC for the bike ride, they asked us to expand, to make it more of a local, regional ride so that they could participate and they could help. And that's why this year we're having our first annual Gears for Good bike ride in New Hampshire. It's going to be a great weekend. There's a lot of excitement already in the community. Many people have registered, and we're really looking forward to a fabulous first year. Now, with that said, we want to keep going. We want to add more rides in the future. So where do we go next? This is something that we definitely need feedback and input from you, from your community. So please get the word out there that we want to do more bike rides, and please let us know where we should go with our next Gears for Good. So what's new besides, of course, having a new regional ride? We also got feedback that, 156 miles, it just sounds like a lot. And it is, but people want to do maybe some of it. They were a little intimidated to do that many miles. So we came up with different options for this year. And so the first option you see here is a 2-day bike ride option, rider. So in DC it's actually 3 days. This should have said 2 or 3-day rider option. Where in DC they'll ride 156 miles. In New Hampshire they'll ride 100 miles. We're asking each rider to raise a minimum of $1,000, and of course we are adding something new this year, which I'm very excited about, which is kind of a little barbecue at the end to celebrate people actually finishing this bike ride, because in the past few years we haven't had that, and it's really something that people are proud of, and we want to celebrate that. Also, a lot of the feedback that we received is that it's difficult for families to do this length of activity, and they wanted to bring their family. So in the New Hampshire option for this year, we're adding a family, I guess a family option for these folks, and we're asking them to raise $1,500. One of the adults has to ride the 100 miles, and the rest of the family rides as many miles as they can, and then they return to the hotel, and there's a lot of activities that they can do in the area as well. Then we have a 1-day only rider, the Sunday rider. These people would ride about 30 miles per day and on Sunday, and they are going to register $125 is what we're asking for. Obviously, if they can fundraise ahead of time, that number can be greater. And they're, of course, welcome to join us in the barbecue on Sunday afternoon as well. For the DC ride, this is also going to be available. This is new this year, and we're working with the DC member organization to help us get the word out, and perhaps more participation can come from that organization. Then we also have an option for people to just come and welcome the riders and celebrate with us. So that is something that we're excited to offer also in New Hampshire and DC. And at the bottom here we have the best option of all, which is a superhero. We actually have already 3 or 4 people registered for this, and these are folks that are going to participate in both bike rides, and we're asking them to raise a minimum of $1,800. So they'll be able to come to both and do 100 miles in New Hampshire and 156 miles in DC. Implementation plan is well underway. Our website is up and running. Registration is going. And we are starting our full advertisement, if you will. So luckily, we have many people register already, and that's even before we formally announce it in Facebook or in any other social media. So we're hoping that a lot of people sign up after we put it out there. We will also have some sign-up sheets and scholarships available at Symposium. That's something that we did last year, and there was a lot of interest, and several folks came because of that communication at Symposium. So we're hoping we have the same effect this year. And of course, we always, the most important thing to get the word out, not only for riders to participate, but for donations, is having a solid communication plan. So we work very closely with Rich. He helps us put together campaigns and advertisement that really grabs people's attention and tells the story and the cause and why it's important. So we've worked with Rich last year, and we will be working with him this year on a solid email campaign, social media posts. We put posters around the area, the local areas where the bike rides occur. At Symposium, like I said, we will have a table and some materials for people to read. And we will continually put Dateline ads and such, ads and Dateline in our website as well. So how can you help us? We welcome all of you to join us in DC and New Hampshire, or you can be a superhero and join us in both rides. You can help us spread the word. You know, talk to your members, send emails. We will prepare materials that we will send you, and we're hoping you can help us by sharing it with your membership and hopefully generate some excitement so that they can come and join us. help us raise funds as well. I mean, Helping Hands is something that helps everybody. All the member organizations are eligible to refer people to Helping Hands, so we're all working on this together, and we're hoping that by sharing these posts and email messages, we get writers, and if we can't get writers, we get some donations from people that may have been affected in the past or truly understand what it's like to have a situation like we have when we have a bleeding disorder. And most importantly, I want to thank all of you that have participated by pedaling in the past, who have volunteered, and who have donated. Thank you so much. These are some of the photos that we took for the past few years, and you know, these folks can share with you what an amazing experience it is, and we hope to see many, many of you more again. Those of you that have been there before to come back and see new faces from the board participating in this bike ride. So thank you very much. And I think now we're going to hear about FitFactor.
Yep. Okay, thanks, Allie. And thank you, everybody, again for joining us today. My name is Janet Chupka, and I am the program coordinator for HFA's FitFactor program. And I'm going to just share a little bit today about what the FitFactor program is all about. So the FitFactor program educates, encourages, and supports individuals and families with bleeding disorders to choose healthy behaviors, especially related to physical activity and nutrition, in an effort to stay well. It's kind of a unique program in that it encompasses all individuals in the bleeding disorders community. Although the original focus was on adult and adolescent males, we found that it's really also moms and kids and families that are utilizing the program. So it really applies and appeals to everyone. Again, the two main components of the program are physical activity and nutrition, but we also include other areas of health in an effort to keep all of our participants well. So why FitFactor? Well, unlike in the past, where individuals with hemophilia and other bleeding disorders were told that exercise and physical activity were harmful and caused bleeds, we actually now know that the opposite is true. Physical activity and exercise actually help strengthen muscles and joints and can reduce the number of bleeds an individual might experience. Physical activity and a healthy diet are also essential in helping to maintain a healthy weight and to help prevent secondary conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancers. So when asked the question, why are exercise and a healthy diet important? Our short answer at FitFactor is really healthy bodies lead less. So how are we delivering this message, and how are we reaching our participants? The first way is through our website, and this is really the main component of the FitFactor program. This online resource houses all of our weekly informational posts. So every week a new post goes up with information relating to physical activity, diet, and also general wellness. Our website is also where our videos, our physical activity videos, these are instructional and informational, and we have some different series. We have one on stretching, we have a swimming series, we have biking, we offer running and walking series, and this year we'll also be adding a couple of nutrition videos to provide our participants with information on nutrition. We also have relaxation and guided meditation audio pods. We have quite a few healthy recipes available. We offer meal plan guides for those individuals who are trying to reach a target calorie count. And we also provide motivational stories and videos from and about our community members who are really finding success making these healthy lifestyle changes. And something else I want to point out about the website that people may not know is our website does offer the capability for all of our information to be translated and available in Spanish and 3 other languages. So in doing this, we're able to really provide all of our information to more individuals in our community. In addition to the website, FitFactor also contributes articles to HFA's quarterly Dateline publication, and we offer 2 webinars each year related to diet and/or nutrition. So the program has also evolved to meet the needs of the community and its participants by offering face-to-face physical activity and nutrition information sessions. We do healthy cooking sessions for adults and children at HFA's national symposiums, at state meetings, and at local member organization events across the country. These events have actually been added as a direct result of asks and requests from community members or member organizations who really wanted the physical activity and nutrition experts to deliver their message and info in person, and to have demonstrations and allow the participants to have an opportunity to try these activities firsthand. And then finally, we have our Get in Gear mobile app. And this app, which is downloadable for both Apple and Android phones and devices, it is encouraging physical activity by helping its users to track their physical activity type, frequency, and duration. It also provides both physical activity and nutrition information to devices, and provides information and awareness about bleeding disorders. Since we launched the app in June of 2012, we have had over 18,000 downloads, so it's really been very popular in the community and a useful tool in motivating people and getting them to be physically active. This year we are making some updates to the app to make it more user-friendly and add a few tools to it. So version 3.0 will be coming, and some of the updates that we're adding will be the capability to track pace. We are also linking our video section from our website to the mobile app, so that users who are utilizing the videos for training and tips and information will be able to do that right on their device. We are also adding a calories burned calculator, so that users will be able to track and see how many calories they're burning with their activities. We're also adding a weight log, and we are also adding a pain log, which will allow the user to make note of any pain they're having with their physical activity, and they'll actually be able to map it on the body to specify exactly where the pain is occurring and whether it is joint pain or muscle pain. And this will be logged and kept, and the user will be able to use this information and share it with their physical therapist or provider to hopefully find some ways to adapt the activity, but continue to do it. So be watching for these updates. They will be available soon. And really, at the end of the day, what the FitFactor program aims to do is to provide information and tools to our community that promote and create a strong network of peers who support and encourage one another to engage in healthy choices and habits. And as a result, we hope to see an increase in the overall sense of well-being and quality of life for individuals in the bleeding disorder community. Thank you for your time today. If you'd like any information or have any questions about anything that was discussed, you can contact any one of us at there's a HFA programs at hemophiliafed.org. My email is up, and you can also reach us at info@hemophiliafed.org. So again, if you have any questions or need any more information about FitFactor or any of HFA's programs or services, please feel free to contact us at any of the email addresses or at the office. Thank you again for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Be well.